Hey.
Off top.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you made it in here, bro. I appreciate you, family. It's been a long time, bro.
Man, I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? But at least social media around so that we can stay in touch. You feel me?
Right. Definitely, bro.
Yes, sir. But I want you
D.
to
Smith.
my boy Jay Lotta.
What's up, Brody?
What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Chilling, bro. Anybody ever tell you look like Steph Curry?
Man, I hear that all the time, bro.
Hey, that means I got 20/20 vision then. I'm good then.
You got it, man.
Listen, I hope you got the shot too, bro. I hope you got the shot too.
I wouldn't say I have the same shot, though. I'm going to get at the Steph, man.
I feel it. That's what's up. Nice
bro.
to meet you, brother.
And nice to meet you as well, bro.
I'm glad you tapping in with us, brother, because today we focusing on, as you already know, the whole coronavirus pandemic is going on right now, and it's affecting a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's affecting families, older folks, people our age, kids. And at first, the talk was it only affects the elderly. You know what I mean? And before I get too far, I want you to go ahead and share your story right now, bro, with your experience with the coronavirus and kind of just give us the rundown basically of how it came about, where you may think you may have got it, and like how you feeling today, bro. Like how has been the process of you getting back to normal?
Okay. Well, for starters, I actually had my third test today, actually, because I still haven't gotten a negative result yet, so I'll find out probably tomorrow. But yeah, I work at Costco, man, and so that's really been a big thing where I've been encountering countless amounts of people. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and then in the early dealings with everything, we weren't wearing masks, we weren't doing anything, but I was, washing my hands, consistently, almost like crazy. And I've always been that way because of the nature of my business, it being at a job like that. But obviously it was way worse just washing my hands. And I was trying to play it safe. But actually I had gone on a vacation on my birthday, March 27th through about April 3rd. And I did go up to the park, and there was a good bit of people up there. And I did kind of feel stupid. Like, why am I up here? Because I was looking at everybody like, the hell is everybody up here? I'm thinking there's going to be, nobody up there. And I just remember having this feeling of like, damn, like the wind's blowing. Ain't no telling what could happen. Like, I could still probably catch this. And I was thinking I was good, And literally the day I was supposed to go back to work, or actually that night, man, I started feeling like my chest started to feel tight, And I like immediately got nervous because like my bro who rooms with me, he was upstairs and I had a friend over here, and it was both knocked out. And I just got this like real scary feeling because considering the corona was around.
Right.
Like, man, I don't know what the hell to do right now. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go to sleep because I felt immediately tired. But then I woke up, and man, I felt extreme fatigue.
Wow.
I felt chills, and I didn't know if it was just like a head cold at the time, So it just really made me feel like I don't know what this is right now. And then I was calling out of work. Right. So eventually I just said, I'm going to go ahead and do a leave of absence, because they were allowing us to do that. And when I did that, a few more days passed, and I lost my sense of smell, my sense of taste. And it was weird because I was trying to eat, and I was like, I'm hungry, but I can't taste any damn thing, like, at all. I can't smell. I can spray a whole bottle of Lysol. Can't smell.
Right, so basically you just started feeling the symptoms that they was telling people to look out for.
Yeah, that's when it really kind of hit in. When the sense of smell and taste went away, that's when I was like, oh, hell no, you know what I mean? Because that made me kind of feel nervous. So I was like, I need to go ahead and get tested. And when I got tested, of course, lo and behold, they're like, yeah, you tested positive. And then I had to inform, some of my friends that were around me. Fortunately, no one around me contracted it that was like in close proximity with me, and I stayed at my parents' house because, I'm adopted, but my parents are 80 and 81, so I'm like, I can't have that. And, I just tried to avoid people. I think the hardest part, though, man, about it all, because even now, like, without me even getting a negative result just yet, like, it's been, like, hella lonely, because everybody's already lonely anyway.
True.
not having access to go places or do anything. But shit, when you have it and you know you can't go hug your mom, you can't hug your pops, you can't hug shit if you got kids. For anybody else that does have kids, I don't have kids, but I can only imagine even in that case. But just not being able to be, you know, in a position where you can go anywhere. So it's been lonely, and the whole thing with it, killing people and like, you know, trying not to look at the news, because me having it, I'm like feeling tired all the time. Like, am I gonna die? You know, and that's been the hardest thing, because like, you know, you start to think of the things you didn't do, you know, people you haven't called and stuff like that. And you just got time to sit there with yourself. So
you're gonna make it through this, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm pretty sure at this point, like, the anxiety of the whole situation has to be nuts. Like, just thinking about the shit all day. And like you said, we already going through self-isolation. And everybody at this point, I think we're about 6 or 7 weeks in already, the stay home order. So people now, they being defiant against what's going on. They out here in the streets. The streets don't look like a ghost town no more. It's like everybody out. They just like, they over it. But at the end of the day, like you saying, this shit is still going on. And at this point, how long have you had it, bro?
At least a month now. Like, probably just over a month with just feeling the symptoms. And I feel like I'm getting better, but
I'm glad you said that, bro, because they're saying 2 weeks. And if you're telling us it's longer, then that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing. When with the 14 days, I'm thinking like, all right, boom, you know, because honestly, I got tested on April 10th specifically, and I was experiencing symptoms from at least on the 3rd, starting on the 3rd, which was the day I was supposed to go back to work. I didn't go get tested till the 10th, which was 7 days later. Wow. So I was self-quarantining for 14 days from the 10th through the 24th. Then I waited an extra 2 days, went on the 26th, I believe. No, I take that back, the 27th. And that's 17 days later from the first positive test. And so that's already like, 25 days or 24 days already with it. So now I did another 7 days. And if I still am, then it's like, it's even longer, you know. It's just that whole thing of, that's where the anxiety comes from, just like thinking like, damn, 14 days, it should be gone now, you know what I'm saying?
Thinking day 14, it's like you clean and clear, ready to go take a jog or something. Like, that's what you would assume, you feel me? Because this is the information they're giving us, and I'm glad you're here to tell everybody the facts, because you going through it, you experiencing it. This is real time. You hear my man, she said, it's been damn near a month. So people talking this 2 weeks quarantine stuff, go back to work. It's obviously you could still be having it. You go back to work, and now you in a situation. Somebody else catch it, vice versa. And it's like, I think the testing, in my opinion, is not even in a good position yet to where they can be talking opening back up. And yet here in Cali, they talking about Friday, they doing some reopenings of like certain businesses. And it's like, all right, y'all gonna do that, but hey, they just, I guess people are getting impatient at this point. You know what I mean? They getting antsy. They're tired of being at home. A lot of people are out of money right now, so I know that got to be a stressful situation.
Right.
So I could only understand that, but from hearing from you, actually going through it at this moment is an eye-opener to a lot of people, because don't just think 2 weeks, because like you said, you had the symptoms even before you got tested without knowing. So you could have probably thought it was the flu, the cold, because, you know, all that kind of stuff come with it. The loss of taste, that happens sometimes when your nose get too stuffy, shit like that. So you could have made something simple. And now all of a sudden, it's the COVID. You feel me?
Oh, yeah, man.
I'm just glad that you're here, bro, talking to us, still breathing, kicking and moving, bro. That's all that matters.
Nah, that is, man. I appreciate that. The hardest thing just is, like you said, with the whole anxiety, man. The anxiety, that's the toughest part, because you don't, you know, life is already unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. So, you know, when you have something, you know, to this magnitude, it's like, you know, you just got to stay away from looking at some of the negative news. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, people are very laxed about this. And like you said, you know, people are opening back up. All they have right now is the means of being able to say you have it. They don't have a means of being able to, reverse it or treat it necessarily. So because of that, depending on your situation, you can have it for a short amount of time. You can be asymptomatic. That's another thing. People thinking that because they feel good and they're fine that they're not carrying it. The only problem with that is that if you're asymptomatic and you do have it, say you go to, I don't know, your grandparents' house or something, you just kicking it cool, like I'm gonna visit grandma. You could be giving it to your grandmother, and the problem is, it's a dangerous situation, but you got to be concerned about other people and potentially giving them, and they might not have such a fighting chance like you may have, and that's why people, I think, are treating it very selfishly. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It's a mess, brother. I just pray. I'm praying for you, my boy, and I hope it all works out, bro. And I know it will. You know what I'm saying? Because you made it this far, bro, and you look healthy from here. My standpoint, bro, young, healthy, still kicking out here, brother. I just want you to keep your head up, bro, because I know anxiety is a real thing. Because I deal with it myself, man, and it's not even to deal with the COVID. So once that shit came in, it was like it just adds on top of everything, and you out here wearing face masks, gloves, sanitizing all day, and it's like you trying your best to avoid it, but it's almost impossible if you're an essential worker. You out here every day, especially in your circumstance, you in the storefront. So the fact that you are in one of the largest stores where the most people shop, and to even think that it came from there is even bizarre because those stores are still open. I go there every damn weekend or every other week to grab things, and the lines are wrapped around the block. So it's still mad people traveling in and out these grocery stores. That's why I feel like hazard pay, good PPE, stuff like that needs to be mandatory and given to these essential workers, especially in these grocery stores and big warehouses, because it's bizarre.
Now, in Costco's defense, like they have, implemented things like they did like a $2 raise for everybody.
Okay.
For the entire duration, they changed the hours. They put up plexiglass. Apparently, I guess I haven't been there, but from my coworkers, I've been hearing. So they've implemented, making them wear masks. They did screening, so if somebody doesn't feel good, they're like, "Hey, you need to go home," just in case that may be the case.
Right.
So I know they're trying, their damnedest to do it, but at the end of the day, it's still people. And here's another thing too. This was my hardest thing that I was trying to deal with, was the fact that people aren't accustomed to not engaging so closely with each other. So I could have a customer or something, ask me a question, and they could be hard of hearing. And, what they immediately will do is start to get closer, say, well, I couldn't quite hear you. And, so I can raise my voice, but they're so comfortable doing that and they're used to that people aren't recognizing the boundaries that they've been making. They still come up to you. So it's like you're in a position, and this is when we weren't wearing masks. Like they weren't, nobody knew the magnitude of it just yet. Like at least not in America.
Well, yeah, you're right, because it was around. They were already talking crazy about it, but yet everything was still full blown in motion. And that's before the stay home order came out. So you're right. The streets was already going crazy about it because the coronavirus happened and companies started trying to go through different processes how to keep their employees safe. And then the stay home order happened, I think maybe a week or two later. So that's a lot of time right there. Things just traveling around, bro.
Yeah, nothing ever hits America like that. Every time there's a pandemic, like it's never showcased or publicized to this degree, and no one ever thinks anything's gonna happen here. So when it does, it's like no one believes it here. They're always like, nah, we're good. This is conspiracy theorist and all that. And there could be something, but even
from the top though, that came from the top all the way down. From the top, you telling the world this is a conspiracy, this is a hoax. Right. Now, look, man, these people really are suffering.
Yeah,
I just feel like this whole thing has been mishandled. It's been mishandled.
Very, very.
People that are the undereducated speaking stuff to the country instead of having the real ones up there speaking about it. And the fact that, in my opinion, they're blocking the truth from us because they want to get back to getting to the money. And that's all it's about. They blocking out the truth. They blocking out the doctors who really been out here making a wave, And this is the shit that's going on.
Very true. Because why aren't the government offices open right now?
Right.
None of them are open. Like,
You staying nice and safe.
the tag offices, like if you wanted to get your tags renewed, all this type of stuff, they're still closed. So I'm like, why are you allowing the public to easily be implemented back into normal circumstances, quote unquote? And it's like it's too soon, in my opinion. I mean, there's a lot of people not taking it serious. I would venture to say this, man, because I have it. It's like I can't take it so lightly at this particular point, especially when people are passing away from it. So conspiracy theory or not, or whatever you want to call it, the damn virus is out here for real. So you can call it whatever you want, still out here. So if you want to play around and just be foolish, and not really take any sort of heed, then I don't know what to tell some people,
Yes, and that's the eye opener for the world. You're hearing it right here on Spark That Talk. My man has had this for over 30 days.
Yeah.
The 2 weeks scenario is out the question. Don't even believe in that. You quarantining for 2 weeks, and then you back with your family, and you can still be running around with it. So it's like, it's a tough situation, bro. And I'm glad you came on with us, bro, to discuss this, because the streets need to hear this right now from a person who has it, still going through it, and you know the symptoms, you know the truth behind it, because you dealt with it firsthand. So I appreciate you, bro.
Oh yeah, man. So 2 to 6 weeks, man. That's what I think I read.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't had the severe respiratory, so I can't speak from a person in that position. If somebody came back from that position, then they could probably speak more to that. But It's real, man. Symptoms are there, so definitely, man. People should definitely take heed if they're really not taking it serious. So I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
Well, thanks again, brother. We appreciate you tapping in. I'm gonna actually hit you on the DMs later after I get off of this, bro, and I'm gonna send you my contact.
All right, cool, man.
We're gonna stay in touch for sure.
I'm down with that.
For sure, Brody. Stay safe, bro, and
right.
We'll chop it up with you soon, brother.
All right, bro. All love, man. You be easy.
Thank you, bro.
All right, man.
What's up, Jay Lotta?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, bro, that was tough to hear. That was a lot of information, and that's information that we haven't been hearing.
I'm gonna have to disagree with some of the things you guys said. To be honest, I really do think that America has done a good job with telling us about this and how serious it is.
Okay.
The thing is that's wrong with them is they're doing a bad job with enforcing it. Now,
the end of the day, the information has been coming out from the beginning a little antsy. And the thing that I'm upset about, you have a leader telling us it's a joke, it's a hoax. Next thing you know, he shuts down the country. And now we see, I think for me, what I'm hearing what you're trying to say is, bro, the people behind the scenes is doing the correct job. But I don't know about the actual face of it, giving it out the way it should be given out, if you know what I mean.
The way I look at it is people are telling us people are dying and they're showing us the numbers, which should already be a red flag for us to just stay at home, regardless if they let people out, if they're opening things up or whatnot. It should be off of our better judgment, right? And then that's why they're giving us these allotted days at work to take off. I don't think it's that much, but I mean, it's something. At the same time, I think that them enforcing it, you see other countries enforcing this to the max, where we were talking about this on other podcasts, like they were giving out tickets. Like I know they're giving out tickets in certain cities when they just see you pulled over without a mask or if you're just chilling. Other cities are not. What we all need to do is kind of come as one, as like, say if it has to be the LA district and then everybody else, all the other districts, kind of come as one and come to an agreement. Like if this happens, you are getting a ticket, you are getting a fine. Now, if you are not getting a ticket or you're not getting a fine, I kind of believe the reason why they're not enforcing it to the will is because of where we live, which is the United States of America, and we do have rights. And that's the crazy thing. So it's crossing the border between the man given rights because of the Constitution, and then also what you're telling us we can and cannot do.
Right. Well, and I guess that's the line they trying not to fall under, where they getting out here where they being to the point where, because you see why everybody's protesting. They already feel like the stay home order is against the law to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They already feeling like you invading my constitutional rights. That's why you got these people out here protesting. But yet, like you said, there's not enough. Everybody's not going to get on the same page unless you do put law enforcement in motion where there will be real-ass consequences if you define the orders. I'm driving around. You know, we essential. We out here going to work every day. So we supposed to be on the roads. But yeah, when I'm out, I see people moving around that I know ain't going to work.
Yeah.
I still see people with no face mask and shit when they moving around.
Yep.
They don't pull out their pocket until maybe they walk into the door. But it's like, bro, you need to be careful as soon as you step out the house. Like they saying they can travel in the air, bro, like a certain distance. And people are not taking this serious. And the fact they about to reopen Friday, they ain't going to have a grip on this at all no more, because now people really about to start moving around. And they even opened up, I guess because, you know, the beach situation where they were protesting, they're about to open up 2 of the beaches this weekend because the governor had got sued by those cities. So now they're about to open them up. So basically he folded under pressure. The beach? Come on, man.
That's where it goes back to the Constitution and people being so stupid. It's like, yo, like this thing is serious. Like how he was saying, how D. Smith was saying. It's serious, man, because, and he can speak on it because he knows he does have it. And it's scary for him to see that other people are moving around and about in the situation, which is crazy. And it's funny because I won't say it's funny, but it's interesting and crazy at the same time, plus funny. I'll say it's funny. I saw a meme that somebody put up and it said, after this is all done, I don't want people to post, I will stay. It's like, can I stay in a haunted house for $1 million with no internet, no Wi-Fi, no such and such for 6 days? And people saying yes, they can. It's like, because right now people can't even stay in their house to save their grandma's life.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's true.
And the fact what you just said, you're not even worrying about your own family's livelihood. You so worried. I see people with protest posts talking about, I want a haircut. So just because you want a haircut, you gonna go out here in these streets and protest. Look at me. Are you kidding me?
Look at you. You look fresh. Look at me.
Bro, that's because I edge my own stuff up, but I need a cut. You see this?
You see, I got why the front part of my head look like horns?
Bro, I don't know what's going on over there, but you see this?
Beard.
Bro,
my
you know
look
me.
Like pubes, bro. It look like pubes. I ain't even cut them, bro. You want to come cut my pubes for me?
Yeah, with a perm. That fool's crazy. What the hell?
Yeah, no, but like what we're going back again, bro, is like, you know what I would want to do, bro? I would want to go to all those protesters and kick their ass, to be honest. But they do have their rights because they're protesting in silence or not silence, but they're not violent with this.
But the problem is you can't be out here comparing. They out here comparing themselves to the civil rights movements.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid because they're not really doing nothing to help. These niggas, what they doing is they spread that even more.
It's not like you getting beat and shit in your homes. You can stay in your homes and be comfortable.
You see one black dude as one of those protesters? I don't want to make this a race thing. I just want to. I haven't seen it.
It don't have to be that, bro. But there's Trump supporters of all races, and this is facts.
I'm just saying, though, the news that I've been watching, those who have been protesting, I have not seen one colored person. Brown, black.
It might not be, but it might be one or two that's poking out there on some wild shit.
Nah, it's one of those dudes like I low-key support, but they out in the back steps hiding behind the, I'm here, but I'm not here. You know what I mean?
Pop out every now and then. He
take his Instagram selfie, and then bounce.
He not going live, bro.
Right?
He ain't going live telling people he down there.
Right? He gonna do it like 10 years from now. When he said, look, I was hard. Look at this. I went against my own people doing this. Look, it's my belief.
Bro, you know what he gonna do? He gonna be like, yeah, I was in the field. Oh, yeah?
I'm telling him to wipe my ass with his tongue.
Bro, you are out of pocket, bro. I don't know what you talking about right now.
You think this coronavirus is real, bro? I heard somebody say that, bro. What if this was all just like fake? I think it's real, but people say, "What do you think?"
Bro, we
People
just
been
had
out here.
Smith. This shit ain't fake.
People been eating ass since the early 2000s, bro.
But that ain't got nothing to do with the coronavirus. The fact, this the thing. Look, the virus will come around, fam. The viruses happen. You got, hold on, bro.
Yeah,
Look.
somebody eating live tarantulas and then eating booty. You got to catch the corona.
We got David Thomas joining us.
David Thomas. Who's that?
What's up, big boy?
Who's David Thomas?
Oh, his audio's connecting. Hold on, bro. What up, bro?
Look at David Thomas.
What's up, bro?
Niggas out here with no shirts on.
No, that nigga don't have he don't have pants on either.
Oh, no.
Stand up, do your dance. Mickey Mouse hands, baby.
Yeah, the pillow covering.
Hey, you too?
Nah, I was putting the little one down.
Okay, I'll try not to be
Congrats,
super loud.
bro. Congrats.
Wake your ass up. Wake your ass up, David.
How you been feeling? How you been feeling out here, bro? I'm glad you tapped in with us because you did just have a child, and I want to ask you about that. How was that experience at the hospital right now with this coronavirus?
Man, I'll tell you right off the bat, it was a bit frustrating. But then I had to step back and think about what these nurses and doctors are going through, you know, at this time. You could just tell the amount of stress and just they're walking around with on eggshells around there, man.
Wow.
So our experience wasn't too easy for us. You know, first, you know, the nurses they were taking care of Brianna and, you know, helping her out whatever she needed. But it wasn't to the extent of what we got with my first son. You know, the service wasn't as good. We felt like there was a lot of I don't know how to say it. There's just a lot missing as far as you know, service and making sure that the pregnant women are feeling comfortable. And we felt like there was a couple nurses just kind of in a rush. You know what I'm saying? One, we got called in because of COVID, so we can get it out as early as possible. Two, just the nurses were in a rush, and, you know, we're in a week early, and we don't want to rush it. But a couple of them were just like, hey, you know what? It's probably best for your interest to get, you know, C-section and da-da-da-da, because the baby's big and this and that. And, you know, we just didn't feel like it changed the whole mood. First, our family's not there. You know what I'm saying?
So it was only you that could be there the whole time?
It was only me that could be in there. Brianna, being pregnant, she had to be the first one to get the COVID test. So I didn't get the test because I'm not. I mean, she comes first, right. And if she tested positive, then I would have to get it and see if I'm positive. But thank God we weren't. But yeah, the process is that we walked in solo bolo. I'm surprised they even let me in. But once I came in, I couldn't leave. If I would have left the room, they would have sent me home.
Right, so you had to stay there the whole time. So even if y'all was there 24, 48 hours, they wouldn't even let you leave the building.
Exactly. So I'm sitting in there in this uncomfortable ass bed.
Right.
Yeah.
So what did you have to do with food? Like, did you have to eat the hospital food?
So they provided me with 3 meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, it's hospital food. It ain't the best in the world, but it's something, you know.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, they took care of us on that part. But yeah, the experience sucked, man. Brianna got too much of something, and you know, her body was like having a nervous breakdown. Her whole body was shaking for like an hour, dude. It was scary as hell. I thought something was going on, but they had to give her an extra oxygen IV.
That's nuts.
But after that, she kind of calmed down. But we were frustrated. They were frustrated. So the main thing, we didn't want to stress out the baby.
I feel that.
Well, from the sounds of it, it looked like they were stressing y'all out from the jump anyway, kind of pressing the issue to just give birth, even though she was not ready to give birth.
Exactly.
That just doesn't even sound
exactly.
healthy.
You know, it was just one of those things where we started getting our thoughts together. Like, man, this kind of sound like, you know, because I don't know if you know this, but when nurses and doctors, they give C-sections, they get extra money. Like, that's a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
You're digging in somebody's body.
It probably wasn't even the case.
They suggested a C-section just to get it.
So as a nurse, you're never supposed to do that. You're never supposed to speak out and say, hey, you know what? It's probably your best interest to get, you know, that's not your business on what the patient wants. She should have never ever offered that, because that should never be on the table unless something tragic happens.
I don't want to speak on it because I don't know, bro, but I really think, just the way you're saying this, is I really think that they offered it not only because of the money, but because they're like you said, they were walking on eggshells, because they're not really thinking about the baby, but they're thinking about, damn, I don't want to get this coronavirus because it's spreading around. So the longer this baby's in, the longer they're in this area. And
on top of that, they wanted us to get home as soon as possible. And I respect that. But at the same time,
don't push it, right?
You never want to push a pregnant woman to give birth.
Yeah, that just don't. I don't even know how that's possible, to be honest. Because
the whole environment from the beginning, yeah.
Well, it's a good lesson for those who are like 9 or 8, 9 months in right now. Like, once you get to the hospital, you get to understand that these doctors and these nurses are gonna act probably not the way they would act if this COVID thing wasn't around. You know?
I mean, we could have, you know, maybe had a bad little batch of, you know, people helping us, but it could have been anything. Maybe people are getting taken care of other places, but we just had a bad experience. I guess it's just a warning to other people who are pregnant now and giving birth soon, to just kind of look out and know what you want, and never let the nurses, you know, talk for you. You always got to be adamant with what you want, and letting them know, like, nah, we're not doing that.
They weren't saying like she wasn't getting like a high fever or anything. She wasn't like,
nah.
Damn, everything was normal, huh?
Yeah, everything was normal. She was normal. So we got the balloon induction. I don't know if you guys know what that is. They stick the balloon inside and wait up to, I think it's 11 hours, and then it should fall out, and that's how you know she's induced a certain amount of inches.
So they over here making women give birth with tools. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, it does speed the process.
Like,
it speeds the process of knowing. I mean, with Brianna, with our first son too. He was very stubborn to come down, you know. But yeah, it's the same thing with Devin, and they advised us to do the balloon induction because it was about the time for us to give birth. We're there, so might as well kind of start the process out so she can start, you know, giving contractions. But balloon dropped in, I want to say, around 7-8 hours. It dropped out, so that's how we knew it was almost time. A couple hours later, that's when we had him. So.
Well, bro, that sounds like a hell of an experience, bro, because, you know, I just found out my wife pregnant. So.
Oh, congratulations, brother.
Thank you, brother. So.
That quarantine
Mine too, bro. I just found out we pregnant,
you know what
too.
I'm saying? What?
We just found out we pregnant, too.
On the real, fool?
Nah, psych your balls.
He's an idiot.
I ain't like y'all. I ain't trying to have a baby. COVID-19. Idiots. I knew this back last September. This was gonna happen, so I wasn't trying to get nobody pregnant.
Shut your ass up.
You an idiot, fool. But I'm glad that, the baby's healthy, bro, because that sounds like a hell of an experience, because that's all I've been thinking about right now. Like, if this shit is still going on when it's time for us to give birth, like, what's going to be the scenario?
I think, so you just found out. I want to say you guys will be straight, man.
Yeah,
I think everything
like
will be done already by then. But I mean, you never know. The world is very controlling when it comes to things like this.
I mean, shit, they making people, they basically forcing babies out. So
yeah,
this is like wild news for me, bro. And I'm pretty sure everybody else listening right now is probably wondering too, like, what the hell is really going on? Because even from like people in hospitals right now that's dying, they're not getting no funerals or nothing. They're just being disposed of, basically.
But the thing is, I don't know if you guys saw the nurse that posted, I want to say earlier today or yesterday, but she kind of exposed how the nurses at her hospital were acting, and doctors as well. There were certain scenarios that she explained that she would kind of walk around her job, and the nurses are all just kind of acting normal, laughing around, joking around, and she's just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just me, but it sounds like these guys just don't give a damn. And the lack of care for the COVID is not being taken care of at that hospital that she's at.
Is this the one where she was talking about talking about some old gentleman, and then she got switched over to, and a couple like hours later he died? Is that the one?
She went and asked the doctor she went and asked one of the higher up doctors, hey, can you stop this doctor now? He's gonna kill him if he does this. And then doctor looked at her, shrugged at her, was like, nope. So she went back to the room and the dude was dead.
Okay, so we just had a wild time right now where they just
it's happening. It's something that's so common now with these nurses and doctors that they're really not caring for these patients that are coming in. Once they say, oh, he's got the COVID and it's at a certain pace, they just give up on taking care of them.
Yeah, exactly. But, this probably comes down to how their bosses are treating them. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's starting from the upper ups. Like, they might not be getting the proper people.
But still, I mean, she was explaining it was the main ones were the doctors, bro.
Oh, hell no.
The doctors signing off on everything are the ones that are just not really giving a damn. Or if they see that they're gonna get bad, they really don't take care of it. They just wait until they get super bad, and then they throw on a lifeline type thing.
Right.
And that's why the nurse was talking, and she was just really stressed because she felt like we can fix these COVID patients, we can take care of them, but the doctors don't really want to do it no more. They just not really giving a damn.
Yeah, and it's like they're just giving up, and it's crazy. In a time like this, you would think this one a doctor would be at his best, and they just like they not really willing to put their lives to.
And it makes me think too, because there's a lot of situations where people are thinking that I may be too far with this, but people are thinking that they're the real heroes.
For real. I think they don't understand that until your hands are tied behind your back on how good you really are. And I think they were trying to save these people at the beginning of this, but not knowing how crazy and how many amounts of like patients they were going to get. And they just started giving up because they weren't meant for it. They weren't built for it, bro. That's what I really think. I really think they probably tried to save one or two of them and then just started giving up because so many people were catching it. And they were like, damn, man, I can't do this. I wasn't built for this mess, dog.
Yeah, man.
I'm not built for this, bro. I mean,
I'm no doctor or nurse, but I know if I were, I'd find it in my heart to try the most that I can to try to,
save as many people as you can.
I mean, if you on duty, if you feel like you can't do your job properly, just don't be there then, because you putting a lot of people's lives at stake. And these are people who's going in these hospitals with no family.
Exactly.
I think that's where they're getting away with this shit.
Exactly. that's
There's
what the
nobody
nurse
there to
was
protect
saying.
them.
That's what the nurse was saying too. Like, she feels so bad for all these patients that are dying because they're literally dying alone.
And the hospital gonna give them an explanation that's probably a lie, and they just gonna roll with it, not telling them, yeah, we just went on lunch break and let them die. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. I mean, it may not be happening at every hospital, but I feel like, you know, the majority of them.
Because this hospital was what? It was in New York, correct? We're like
New York, yep.
It's
She
like
said in New York.
hella people, right? Hella people are having
New
it.
York
So
was
I'm probably
going crazy.
they're basically just giving up.
Yeah, you know, their cases are heavy.
Yeah, it's hectic over there. That's where they pulling up the 53 footers, putting the dead bodies in the back of them refrigerated trailers.
Well,
I
basically,
remember-
now they're doing for survival of the fittest now, bro. That's what
I
they're doing. It's
remember
like if you can't beat it.
I did a show out there in New York, and I stayed at an apartment type deal. I feel like, man, no wonder all these people in New York are getting sick. Like, the apartments are literally 6 feet apart.
Jeez.
Bro, they're small as hell out there, bro.
Yeah, because
They build up, right? They build up. They don't build.
Yeah, they build up.
Yeah, bro.
And from what I see, like especially in like the projects, it's a wrap. You talking about sanitation?
Oh my gosh.
It's out the question.
They just breathing through the vents and getting each other sick.
That shit is nasty, bro. That shit not even, it's not funny, but it's like, it's sad that, and the fucked up part, bro, is that you have these cities with governors, mayors, not doing shit for these people, and now it's too late. Y'all have these infrastructure set up, it's so bad just to save money and keep people down and out, that when you have a mass population dying now from a virus like this, it's y'all fault from the jump.
Yeah.
This shit could have been different if y'all would have moved different from the jump. If y'all can't fuck about people. And now you can forget about it, bro. That's why them nurses and doctors out there, like, they gave up. They giving up. Every day they probably out of supplies, out of face masks, out of ventilators. They just like, hey, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yeah, man. That's what she was saying too. Like, she would come in and she'd have to triple up on her face masks, and they're working hours at a time. They can't even breathe. You know,
Wow.
They can't take one whiff. What that one whiff will be, inhaling that sickness.
I'm thinking these doctors and these nurses is like, it's either him or me. If you were in that position, what you think you would do? Like, if you were a doctor and you given that oath, passing all these tests, knowing that you were a licensed doctor, knowing you're supposed to be doing this, but not knowing this pandemic was going to happen. Is your situation, if you were in the situation, would it be it's either them or me, and then choose yourself over them, or would you just try your hardest?
To David.
I guess both. I guess all three of y'all, you, David, and Devin.
I guess it just depends on the type of person you are. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some people will be, nah, I'm straight, I'm quitting, or they'll just stay and help out. And I really feel like the people that signed up for this job, crazy pandemics like this is where you have to step up and
so time to shine.
It's trained to do.
It's time for you to be the hero, like you say. Everybody's saying y'all the heroes.
Yeah,
so
I feel like that's vital to your job. Like, that's what your name is. Your title is to take care of people. And
people are trusting you with their lives. They ain't got their families with them, and that gotta be nuts going in there knowing you got it, and you got your hands in their hands. Like,
and also it's. I mean, I guess it's better said than done. You know, I could probably go over there, as a trained nurse and not even know what's gonna hit me and be like, damn, I can't handle it. You know.
That's what happened. A lot of people volunteered. They thinking we doing something good.
Yeah.
Damn, they're like war times, probably back in the day when all these nurses pop up to help soldiers and shit, and now they in the middle of a war zone. They get here, it's probably the same thing. They like, damn, when I went to school, I didn't know I was gonna have to live it like this.
Yeah, it's a shit, bro. It's a hit and miss with these nurses and doctors, man. But I really feel like if you're someone that really knows the business, I just stick around, man. Stick it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm not a nurse or a doctor, and I'm glad I'm not, because I don't have to make those hard decisions. between life or death.
That sucks,
You know what I
man.
mean?
You got to think about it. When times are regular and they got to make them decisions, I'm pretty sure it's difficult. But especially now, it's almost like they're looking at these patients probably like it's a lose-lose.
Yeah, they probably like,
a
man, I
lot
got
of-
six more coming.
Right. It's 20 in the lobby right now, dying out there, can't breathe.
Yeah, they can't. It's a trip just thinking about it, man. You can't.
It's tough.
Patients everywhere around the hospital, not even checked in yet, been waiting their days.
Yeah, my boy just came on. He was telling us, because he has it right now. So, and he works for Costco. So he was telling us basically he's had it for over 30 days.
Which one he work at?
No, he's from Memphis. So he's not here.
Oh,
but the fact that he's down there and he had it for 30 days and longer is already debunks the 2-week situation. The 14-day quarantine don't even make sense now.
It also depends on how your body's built, though. If your immune system is strong enough,
right?
There's a lot of people
he ain't been in the hospital. He's been at the crib, but he still got it. So it's like
it's airborne, bro.
It's a mess, bro.
But dude, what's your take on this? Do you feel like patients are getting positive because they have symptoms of just coughing, just a simple sneeze, or do you really think that they're just labeling them as COVID patients?
I'll be honest, bro. I think if you walk in there with any symptom, you may get smacked with that virus. Because
that's what I'm saying, bro.
There's some people saying that the doctor told them they have some symptoms, but they don't know if it's COVID, but they're going to say they got COVID.
See, the thing that
like,
is, I don't know if you guys know, the COVID's not really killing the people, right? The COVID is wrapped around your vital organs and opening to get you pneumonia. So pneumonia is the one that's killing everyone. The COVID is just kind of exposing your main organs, and that's when it's getting inside for you to inflammate your organs and pretty much kill you, suffocate you.
Right, because it's like an upper respiratory situation that's really
exactly.
Wow. Yeah, it's a mess, bro. Praying for everybody at this point, bro, because California about to halfway open up this Friday. So you know what that means. People been in the streets already like it's open. So come Friday, it's about to get hectic.
They called me back to work already, and I'm just like, oh, damn. All right. I'll head over there now.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. They've been probably waiting to just hear a little glimpse of, we can move again.
I mean, that's America for you, man. Once they get we at the same time, we're a little spoiled too, and we can see the way we're acting. Right. People not staying home, people partying, and so.
You know, they pushed it so hard in Korea to where they were actually throwing sanctions on people and beating them on the streets or throwing out tickets or whatnot, that now it's lifted. The ban's lifted, and they just started,
Your explanations be killing me because you said they was beating them on the streets, bro.
They was. Like, they was beating these people on the streets because they're not indoors to where, like, no one has it now, and they just started their Korean Major League Baseball yesterday was opening day.
Wow.
So they full effect.
They full effect, and I feel like if we listen, but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like the Constitution kind of withholds us from listening to government because we could. Ooh, DiGiorno?
Hey, fellas, got to tap out, man.
No worries, brother. Thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna listen in once I get back.
For sure.
Stay COVID free.
All right.
Turn your damn ringer off, fool.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on mute for now. But right now, I want to just give some facts out to the people before it get too late in this pod. I want to just look at this guy. Take it serious. Listen to this. Not you, fool.
My God, dog.
You a nut, bro. You a nut.
You say you put it on mute, so I'm like, damn, man.
No, I put David on mute because he busy.
All right, bro.
But look.
What time is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me just run down some facts for people right now, especially people in California. These is up-to-date information from today, bro.
Mm-hmm.
From Tuesday. Cinco de Mayo. So,
Put the drink on.
all right, listen up. Today, Governor Gavin Newsom announced today that Huntington Beach, Dana Point, and Seal Beach are set to reopen ASAP. And that's because Huntington Beach and Dana Point have filed lawsuits. So that, like I said earlier, they basically pressed the governor, and now he got a fold, and now you're about to have mass people at these beaches chilling.
Stupid people.
Also, we have, basically, like we said, 2 small businesses can start reopening this Friday with curbside pickup only. So that's probably going to mean you got to call in, order your clothes, I guess, whatever. They bring them out to your car.
You got that XL?
It's going to be wild. You know what I'm saying? How you going to, at that point, how you going to be able to check to see if your clothes fit? Because they said.
You got to change. You better have a big-ass Suburban or something, bro. Try to sit to the back, lay the seats back.
This is what they said. They said they will not even allow you to try on the clothes. But, yeah, we're going to open up and you can come buy them. So this is what I mean by them moving too fast just to make a couple dollars.
I feel like if it's not essential, don't do it. Like, we don't need clothes right now. Everybody is at home. Wash your damn clothes.
Your experience is over with at the clothing store. You can't try nothing on, so you just in there. Or if they even going to let you in the building.
If you're a clothing store, just take the L, bro. Go bankrupt.
Right. So basically, they said they're going to open up bookstores, clothing stores, florists, and sporting goods stores. Now, I can understand the florists because they probably like Mother's Day about to be here Sunday. They trying to let them be able to get their money up real quick.
Nah, not even that, bro. We all going through the same thing, bro. We all going through the same thing. Nobody needs flowers at this point.
I know that, but
just
but this is America, and everybody needs to have their eyes open right now, paying attention. Even before this, a lot of people just been in these hamster wheels, not paying attention. This world is based off of nothing but the mighty dollar. So our livelihoods, this, that, and the third don't matter. So you protesters out here making this shit worse. Now y'all making these governors fold. In the long run, this shit could actually be worse on the next go around. And then it happens
right now. Watch Friday, bro. It's gonna be a spike in how many people gonna get sick.
Because today they said, we saw the lowest spike yet today. So now what's that mean? Let's get active. Here come Friday, 3 days later. It's probably about to go way up in 2 weeks again because everybody out. And you know how people are.
Exactly.
They ain't going to be social distancing. They're going to have their masks down, talking to random people in stores, doing all kind of shit. So, okay, that's going on. So, basically, also Newsom said the state has handed out 14.2 million surgical masks and has an inventory of 19.3 million that will be distributed, beginning with healthcare workers, small businesses, and those in the supply chain. So I guess they saying they can open up because now they got face masks to provide. That's another reason behind it. Just off of face masks, okay? Also, this is a wild thing I read, bro. This is news. Newsom also announced the deployment of 2,800 disease detectives who will begin to track, isolate, and quarantine infected Californians.
Sound like a scholar and a gentleman, sir.
Bro, where are we at right now? You're going to disperse the disease detectives. Gaffling people up who have COVID. So what are we doing? So we're going to subject people to being in the streets, to being harassed now by detectives, yet y'all could have still just had everybody ass at home or laid down some other laws. So it's just counterproductive in my opinion. So you got the disease detectives, so be on the lookout for those guys. They're going to probably be in unmarked whips, pulling up on you doing random COVID tests. That's coming. Also, I know a lot of people out here having financial issues, need financial assistance. I'm going to run down a few situations that you can get some help. One, as we all know, the unemployment insurance. Basically, right now, you can file your claims. It'll take at least 3 weeks for it to be processed. It should take no longer than that, okay? And the governor waived the 1 week waiting period, so as soon as it gets approved, you'll get your money ASAP. And right now, I believe you're getting an additional $600 a check as a boost to your unemployment. So basically, you're getting what you would usually make plus an additional $600, and that is until July, I believe. So what I'm hearing about that is that when July hit and you hadn't got back working and you've been stimulated with this 600 extra each check, that shit is about to go away. And that's around the corner. So we got to wait to see what happens with that. And also, you don't necessarily have to be out of a job. You could have lost hours at work and still file unemployment. So say you're usually getting 40, you're only getting 20 now, you got to file for unemployment to make up for that money. And basically how you get a hold of that is unemployment.edd.ca.gov, and that'll take you through the unemployment process to get you on your way to getting some money. And we all know they got paid family leave right now. I think they're giving out additional 8 to 12 weeks to certain employees. Employers will be giving out to that employees. So if you can take advantage of that, and basically family leave will be, say your loved one has COVID in your house and you got to take care of them, you could qualify for that.
They still sending out stimulus checks?
Stimulus checks are still coming.
Part 2. I'm talking about part 2.
Well, part 2 is something I read. They said, how they going to be sending out part 2? And part 1, people not going to get them checks probably till September. So how could you already stimulate people with a number 2 and it's a wrap? You know what I'm saying? Like, people ain't even got their first one. And the sad part about that, some people's stimulus checks are getting finessed by debt collectors. So right now, they're trying to pass something to where it's a moratorium where none of them can be fucking with your bank accounts right now. So keep an eye out. If you got some shit going on with your bank account, just try to wait it out and wait for the paper check, because, you know, a paper check come, they can't snatch that up. You could go to Walmart or something and cash it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get finessed. And then we all know right now the statewide moratorium here in Cali when it comes to evictions for renters. If you cannot pay your rent because of COVID-19 or economic hardships, it started March 27th and is valid through the end of this month to the 31st. So if you have been impacted to pay part or all your rent, work something out with your landlord and you'll be all right. Also, like student loan relief, they're giving that out. They're giving people mad extensions on that. You might get because I even got a message. I got a letter telling me they extended my shit to 2023. So I said, that's a hell of a push out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. What the fuck, bro?
What if you die before that, bro? What's gonna happen?
Nigga, I don't know what they do with debt with niggas who die. It's still gonna be there.
Hey, collect and give it to me. You should just put my name down. If I don't receive this before I die, it goes to J Latta.
What, you'll pay my debts?
Oh, you talking about debts right now?
Nigga, student loan debt?
You still got student loan debt?
Bro, you know I went to Cal State Dominguez. They still sending me my shit.
I got student loan debt too.
It's not that much, so my shit ain't like other people. My shit only like a couple stacks.
Mine's a couple stacks too, but even if you still pay the minimum, it still feel like it's the same amount.
Yeah,
I paid
still be
for like 3 years.
Be 30 years before it's paid off.
It's nuts. I should have never took that 5th year.
Bro, they be finessing people with that shit, and we all know it, bro. But also, that's some relief financially. But let me give y'all some relief for food. Like if you're struggling for food, everybody should already know what CalFresh is, aka EBT. Go ahead and apply for that, or WIC. That's for like mothers. You know, you can go to the store and get eggs, milk, essential things. And it's for seniors. If you have seniors in your family that need food, free food, have them call 800-510-2020. And
the schools are still open too. The schools open still too. Like, so I know a lot of
giving out lunches.
Yes, I know they're doing it from 8 to 11, and I know that's a lot of Long Beach District plus LAUSD schools are doing it.
Okay.
And they're not just doing it at high schools. They also moved down to middle schools doing it as well.
Nice.
So go get your free lunch.
Y'all kids, y'all tired of buying all them groceries right now?
It's for everybody, actually. It's not just
for
to go to school or whatnot. Yeah, for the family too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, where do you think I'm not gonna say their names.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know big families that go there and go grab it, and there's no shame in it.
Oh,
go grab it and enjoy.
Absolutely, especially in
If
shit like
I
this,
if I wasn't working and I was I am near high school. But if I wasn't working and I could make my way down there, I'd go grab a couple of those lunch bags because I heard they were actually pretty good food.
I'm pretty sure they got the whole supply too. They had on deck too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before school ended, so I'm glad the schools are at least doing that for the kids. Because I really, this was an informative conversation, bro. At the end of the day, appreciate you both for tapping in with us, David and Daryl, because that was two scenarios that I did want to hear about. And Daryl basically had two of the scenarios, being an essential worker working in a grocery store, plus having the actual COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And now David, they had the pregnancy experience. That was a wide opening right there for me, bro.
That was wild, huh? Because like you about to have your kid anytime soon, correct?
Well, probably about 6 more months, but still, it's still gonna be this year. So it's
You
kind of
still
like
have to go. You just never. But the thing is, you just never know. You might have to go in and like just doing just all the checkups. You don't know how these nurses are doing, like moving about. They may not know if they on eggshells as well.
Look, bro. Right now, we had to change doctors, bro, because I wasn't liking how things was going with the one right now when it comes to my wife and this pregnancy. So we done already switched that out. We already about to be maneuvering to this other spot, I think this week, because I just it's crazy. I didn't really think that it could have been because of this shit going on. But now I believe it probably was, bro. Like just I just felt like the first round when we was pregnant, the person we had working with us was always on top of the game. And now I just seen this time, it just kind of feel like I get stressed out just dealing with this person. You know what I mean? So we
Don't
definitely
stress yourself out too much, bro, because
I'm
you
trying
don't want
not,
her
bro.
giving birth. You don't want her giving birth and you right next to her getting treatment as well.
But damn, bro, but from what David's saying, bro, like, how am I going to handle that if they trying to press us to just pop the baby out? I'm going to be like, fam, this is supposed to be a natural transaction.
Just close your eyes, bro.
Yeah, bro. So everybody out there, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, man. I hope we at least brought you some content that was informative. You know what I'm saying? Open everybody's eyes because we had real world and real time situations happening right now during this time. So you can listen to these encounters versus what you hear in the streets, but what you heard today is nothing but facts, bro.
Yeah, I had coronavirus, and I
You
beat
really
it.
got checked?
Yep. The will, yeah, bro. I told you this.
You got tested for COVID?
Yeah, I had COVID, bro. Why
Bro,
you shake your head? Look at me, bro. Look at me now, bro. Didn't I tell you? I coughed twice on the plane and passed out. Who does that? Look at me now.
but I remember that. Even me,
Only the
bro.
strongest survive, bro. The strongest survive, baby. That's all I'm saying.
I was down and out in February, bro. I was sick.
I don't know,
And the
bro. I think
doctor
you were
said,
just sick.
"Oh, you got the flu." And no, nigga, it probably wasn't.
They said, "Oh, your allergies acting up again."
Here's an inhaler, nigga. Like, are you kidding me?
Hey, all I gotta tell you people right now, drink a lot of orange juice. Get your like what Reza Islam said, man. You gotta start just drinking orange juice, eating a lot of orange, get your vitamin C, D, A, F, get all the letters up, get it all up. Get your iron intake up as well. Yeah, man, we just try to stay healthy, try to stay safe. Don't be around too many people, Even at this moment, don't even give daps.
Yeah, bro. Don't be like feeling disrespected. And nigga like chunk up one of these to you. Like just accept it.
Hey, yeah. If people chuck up this to you, just take it. Like that's a sign of respect in most countries.
Yeah, man. Because a few weeks back, I told you what happened at the CVS. So that was early in the game. So now you really better not be walking up on nobody.
For real.
But hey, man, I think that's it for today, brother.
Hey, don't forget, to get Big Papi's cookies.
As a matter of fact,
Jones,
yeah.
let them know how good them things taste. Big Papi's cookies taste so good, it'll make you. That is the secret to get away from the COVID-19. If you got it, this will kill coronavirus.
Yeah, make sure you got a big cup of milk, though, because you're going to need it. You dip them, take a bite, enjoy the night. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. And then take flight in your bed.
They're not ready. But, yeah, tap into Big Papi's cookies, man. Them things is going crazy in the streets right now. You know what I'm saying?
It'll give you that little extra stroke in bed, if you know what I mean.
Get you on another level, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even worry about the blue pills no more.
Nope, because these have nuts in them anyway. I'll let you bust one, too.
Said the macadamia nuts going crazy.
Hey, don't be giving out my secret now.
All right, my nigga. But look, tap into Big Papi's cookies, man. Get your dozens now. Mother's Day is around the corner. You want to impress her, buy enough dozens to make a heart. So I don't know how many dozens that is. That might be about 10. So tap in now. You know what I'm saying?
Or just buy 1 dozen. Just say that you cooked it. You baked it yourself.
You gonna put hearts on there or what?
Yeah, I got a little extra something for your mama this year.
Yeah, make
all you mothers out there.
Make some heart-shaped cookies.
Ooh, damn! I'm gonna need a cookie cutter for that.
That's fine, baby boy. This is tis the season to be a mother.
For real. Well,
yeah.
I appreciate you, Jones.
Already, bro. I want y'all to tap in the Papi's cookies. I want y'all to tap in the LB Center Yard. That is our backyard movie night company. You know what I'm saying? It's getting spicy outside. And I know y'all tired of being in the house, so you ain't got to go in the streets. You can just hit your backyard and enjoy a backyard movie night. So tap in. You can follow that page at LB Center Yard. Tap in with Big Papi's cookies. What's the @
Big BIG _ Papi PAPI _ cookies COOKIES. If you don't know how to spell cookies, look it up on a dictionary. If you cannot read and know what cookies is spelled like, ask your mama. If she cannot read, both of y'all go back to school. Because you can't go back to school, you might as well get one of those tablets and tap into one of those teachers that's doing one of those classes.
Yeah. You need to be homeschooled too. ASAP. But yeah, we appreciate all y'all tapping in with us, man. This is the first time we try to do something like this, so
and it's success.
We'll try to do it again, and hopefully we get some more people to come in. Maybe next time we'll veer away from the corona and just put out a topic we're gonna discuss. And if y'all want to join us, then y'all can join us.
Yes, sir.
So y'all know what time it is. It's your boy Jones.
And your boy Jay Latta.
Yes, sir.
Chunking up the deuces.